So this week should be interesting. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm about to watch Superman and Lois episode 12. Hard to believe we've gotten through 12 episodes, but as I always say, this has been a weird season since we had such a long break. Considering where we left off last time, I am very, very excited to see where this goes. If you don't remember, and actually, I mean, I assume you've already watched the episode if you're watching this. I'd hope so. But, you know, last I remember, Superman had actually given in to Morgan Edge. I can't ever remember his Kryptonian name. His demands, and it looked like he was being reprogrammed. And probably why, you know, evil Superman destroyed the Earth that John Henry Irons was on. So now that we're going down that path, I'm wondering where this week's going to take place. I can't imagine we're just going to fix that this week. I feel like that needs to be something that is, you know, ongoing for at least a week or two. But I mean, the way this show has been handling storylines, I'm not going to hate it. It's just one of those things where I wonder if this is going to be the week where they're preparing for how to deprogram a Superman that is now under Morgan Edge's control. Okay, this is our Earth. I was sitting here thinking it was maybe a flashback. Then I saw the scar.
Welcome back, sir.
Let me find a
John, who are you
Passenger
stalking?
in the taxi on your left. If you wish to connect with this world's version of your younger sister, now is your chance.
John, it's happening. Just like you said it would. I think Superman's been turned.
You will fade as this new mind comes to life.
So he has
Not
to.
even Superman is strong enough to resist the will of Zod.
They're reprogramming him with Zod. Okay, I was gonna say he has to submit. That was the whole thing. He has to submit. Allow it to take over. Okay, seeing Lois cry. Not my favorite.
If he signaled you to bring me in, he knows the likelihood is there is only one hope. To save this world, I need to put him down. By any means necessary.
Oh, come on, John.
Lois doesn't know this, but I'm rounding up every weapon I got in Project 7734's arsenal for when the time comes. I'm all ears.
Of course.
Damn it! How far can you hear?
I'm not even
Well,
remotely
from
surprised.
Australia, my powers just aren't good enough. Jordan, you're good enough. Really? Because that didn't stop Edge.
I love that it takes both of them. It really takes both of them.
State-of-the-art rocket-powered projectile.
He's fighting it so hard.
It's Dad.
You think your boy can help you? Boy can help you?
Jordan, what's wrong?
If you send anyone for your father, know this.
General Lane needs this delivered to his tent straight away.
Crap.
John Diggle?
Dig.
So this is where you and Clark moved the family. Well, it looks like that didn't go quite as planned.
Awesome.
What are you doing here? Is Argus helping with the search? What kind of tech?
Oh.
Can you make it work?
You can't try to kill Superman. You sure as hell can't use Argus tech to do it.
The tech is mine.
Thank you, Dig.
Argus is simply providing the ammo.
I'm sorry, who the hell are you?
This is John Henry Irons. He's helping us coordinate a fallback plan.
You're from another Earth?
Yeah, he is.
You and I are gonna have a serious conversation about this, General.
Mom,
Huh?
Mom.
Love it.
Talk. It's important.
Love having Dig here.
John, we have to tell him.
A lot of Johns in
Look,
this episode.
Edge told Jordan that if anyone went looking for Dad, it wouldn't be him they'd find.
Boys, you've done great work here. Can you give your mom and me a minute?
Not the best timing, boys.
And you have asked me just as often how I know that for sure. I've never really answered that question, but I'm going to now.
Okay, still not a fan of watching Lois cry.
They didn't know who he really was until this year. It's part of why we moved here.
But you were right about one thing, Lois. I will not hesitate. I saw you die. I lost Natalie. I'm sorry, Lois.
Okay, the one thing that's driving me nuts in this show.
Other worlds, glowing boxes, losing the people I love. I'm done with that life.
Knowing your past, I don't blame you. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of letting this one just play itself out.
Come on, he's Superman. Oliver would have said that. Hell, they all would have.
This is not an easy decision for me to
Oliver.
make.
What? Exhausting every option to save the life of an ally. A hero? World will be praying you make the right call.
Nice. I've missed Nick so much. So the one thing that's driving me insane right now is they keep acting like Kara doesn't exist.
One thing you gotta know.
Why aren't we calling Kara if we got Dig? I know it's Superman's show, but stakes are this big.
Are you late?
I don't know.
Father.
No. He's
completing what we came here to do.
General Zod.
We got something.
Why not?
Digital read on the topography so I can find.
Why not use that? Surround him with kryptonite,
Do you know who I am?
and then you can deprogram him.
I have a pretty
Just-
good idea.
You seem like a really good dad. I just want you to know. This guy you're about to kill. He's a really good dad too. There's always another way.
Freaking John. Love that kid. He's got the hammer. Oh, he's updated the suit a bit too, hasn't he?
Superman?
Nope. Big nope. Wow. Knocked him halfway around the world.
John, talk to me.
Well, this is his dream come true. Well, maybe not completely.
Fully authorized to retaliate.
Wait, why didn't you just bring kryptonite?
Oh my god.
You know Sam has a giant stash of it. Nice. Okay. Beating him into remembering isn't exactly what I had in mind.
I can't stop.
John, he's still in there. I promise you can get through to him.
What?
Save him. You gotta do it, John. Clark. Lois sent me to help you.
He weirdly looks cooler without the helmet.
Believes in you.
Suit looks better without the
Let me
helmet.
tell you something, man. I know what it means to lose the people you love.
There he is. Nice. Nice. We're gonna have Steel and Superman together. Freaking love it.
We got him. I'll be back soon.
Awesome.
First, you and I are gonna deal with Morgan Edge.
Awesome.
Father, we can still...
It's time! You had one mission and veered from it because you're weak.
What's plan
Goodbye,
B?
Father.
I'm seeing Steel and Superman fly together.
Almost in range.
Nerding out hard right now.
Ready for launch.
What is he doing? That What? Did he just download all of Krypton inside of him?
I will bury you in the ashes of this world.
Power down. I love that Jordan can just hear him coming.
Hear yourself.
Thank you. And I never said sorry about hitting you with the truck.
I'm proud of you. When the chips were down, you still had faith. And that's what made the difference. I won't doubt you again.
Yeah, you will, Sam, but nice to hear it. To say it, whatever.
Complete what you were sent here for.
Is it my imagination, or does every episode feel like a finale? That was really good. That was really good. I mean, it would have been a cliffhanger finale, but it still felt like you could have literally ended the season right there. And the last episode, you could have ended the season right there and had people just hanging on, waiting. But no, they're just doing such a good job of keeping me going, oh, I have to watch next week without feeling like I'm being forced. I just need to watch next week, and I love that about this show. And they surprised me by having Clark get turned back in a single episode. Granted, there aren't a lot of episodes left. I think we got 3, 4 more, 5 more. I can't remember if we're going to 13 or 16 at this point. But with so few episodes left and them needing to tie up this story at some point, yeah, you did have to get that storyline moving forward probably a bit faster than usual. I was curious to see what a Zod Superman would look like, but we've seen Zod before, and we actually did get to see what that looks like, because I'm assuming Zod is the one that was in control of him on John's Earth before. And oh, speaking of the Johns, so many Johns this episode, and they were all awesome. Jonathan is still the MVP of the family. He's just the heart and soul of that family. Just like his mom, who she just carries so much weight and just does so much for that family. John is in that role too. If Jordan's the one that can carry the weight of the world on his shoulder, literally, John seems to be the one that's able to do that figuratively. It is crazy how awesome this kid is. I love it to death that he just continues to impress. And then there's, of course, John Henry Irons, who was a bit of a dick this episode. Now, granted, understandably, because I've always seen his point of view. I'm not one of those people who goes, well, it's Superman, you can't do this, or it's, Anakin, so it can't do that, whatever property it might be. I always try to look at it from their perspective. And in John's perspective, yeah, I've seen where this ends. I know exactly where this ends. I lived it. I'm still dealing with the trauma from it. I lost my world, my family, billions of people. I have to do this. So I completely got his frame of mind and why he would think the way he did. It was, of course, I wanted him to have a change of heart, and I didn't want to lose Superman, and we weren't going to. The show's called Lois and Superman, or Superman and Lois. But we needed that character development. We needed that change of heart. We needed him to see Superman as a person and not just as this target of almost vengeance for him. And I'm glad we got that this episode. And then, of course, we had John Diggle. John freaking Diggle. Yes, I wore the right shirt today. I don't know if you can see it. I'm wearing my Arrow the animated series shirt. I didn't know that John was going to be in this. I had no idea Dig was showing up. I love it to death. Nowhere in my mind was I going, oh, well, it'll be John Diggle this week, too. Nope, there he is. That's awesome. That is completely awesome. I hope he shows up more. Just pepper him in. If he wants to come back as Dig, hell, bring him onto the show. He'd fit well on this show. He really would. Heck, you could have him working with Sam all the time, and it would be great. I do have a couple nitpicks I have to go into. One, I don't like Steele's helmet. That's a pretty minor one, though. I don't like the helmet. There's something about the design that doesn't work for me. The suit looks cool as could be. But the helmet, I don't know. It looks a little too Doomslayer from, played the game's Doom. It looks like that character. And it just doesn't work for me in this context. Everything else looks good, but there's something off about that helmet. They need to do something with that. I'm not a fan of that. The other issue I'm really having is logic. Okay, two things. I gotta point them out right away because it makes no logical sense. One, they keep saying Superman's the only hope and this is the only shot. Where's Kara? I mean, I'm not watching Supergirl right now, so I assume she's still around. I assume she's not dead or trapped in the Phantom Zone. So why aren't we able to call her? Why aren't we able to do something, you know, if this was on a different Earth, sure, but they keep treating this as though it's the prime Earth, or however you want to put it, and that Kara should be here too. So it makes zero sense that in this situation, you wouldn't call her. Oh, we've got no other way to stop Morgan Edge after this. We've got no other way to stop Superman after this. Except the other freaking Kryptonian on the planet. I mean, it was kind of driving me nuts. And then there came the leap in logic that they've only got one shot and they can only use this one missile, and that's the only way they'll ever be able to stop or slow down Superman. What happened to all the kryptonite weapons? You had a ton of kryptonite weapons. Heck, John Irons was using kryptonite weapons on him. Why are we suddenly not using those weapons? What happened to those? Oh, we need to kill Superman. Let's not use all those weapons we've introduced throughout the season to try to stop or slow him down. Oh, we've only got this one rocket that'll stop both Superman and Morgan Edge. Again, kryptonite weapons. Why did you create those? Heck, when you got him down on the ground, I mentioned it during the episode, when you got him down, throw some kryptonite around him. He ain't going anywhere. You're done. You won the battle then. Well, there was no logic to that whatsoever. And that's my biggest complaint about the episode. Did I enjoy it? Absolutely. But guys, you can't do that logic. Man, you got to explain that stuff because that is just too much. You cannot introduce all these things that can stop Superman in a single season and then ignore them for an episode because you want a cool fight. Or basically you're just getting lazy and are trying to up the stakes. That's what it was bothering me. It was artificially upping the stakes. We've only got one bullet. No, you don't. You got a lot. In fact, there's a tank behind you called Kara that still exists, as well as, I don't know, hundreds of bullets made of kryptonite. Sure, he can dodge those, but you've also got other kryptonite weapons. Why wasn't John Henry Irons, just wearing those? Why weren't those weapons a part of? And what's frustrating is how quality this show normally is. And it is still a good episode. Really good. It's just that logic that you can't do that to me. You can't just pretend stuff that you've already introduced to artificially up the stakes. And that's what I feel like they did here. That is the type of thing that other CW shows do. And I feel like Superman and Lois is above that. So I don't want them to fall into that. Do not fall into that, guys. That is beneath you. Your writing has been too good. Your stories have been too good. This show is too cinematic. Don't fall on a trope like that, please. Okay, now that my gripe's out of the way, I still really loved the episode. Well, actually, I shouldn't say loved. I really liked the episode. It was because of those gripes, it brought it down a bit for me, but I'm so happy to see the show back. The characters still sell this whole thing to me, so they're the primary reason I follow this show, the reason I've fallen in love with the show so much, along with the way they've been treating the material. At the end, I still really thought it was great. So what did you think? What did you think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Did you enjoy the Johns all appearing here? Were you excited about Diggle? What did you think of the new Steel suit? Were you a little concerned with the logic issues as I seem to be? Leave your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe, as well as share this with friends if you think they might enjoy it. All right, and before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thanks for watching.